Welcome to World in 2 Minutes. These are your headlines. US defense officials say Iran will be invited to talks about how to end the war in Syria. They say the discussions will focus on how to take power away from Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Meanwhile, US Secretary of Defense Ash Carter announced Washington would be stepping up its campaign against Daesh, also known as ISIS. He said this could include using ground forces. The White House says the US and Saudi Arabia have talked about increasing support to rebels fighting the Syrian government. The US, Turkey and several Arab states accuse Russia of helping the Syrian government in its fight against the rebels. The UN says that 13.5 million people in Syria need aid. It says that more than 4 million have had to leave the country and at least 6.5 million are displaced internally. Earlier this week, the UN announced that the number of people who have crossed into Europe this year had exceeded 700,000. More than half of them are Syrians. At least 250,000 people have died in Syria's nearly 5-year-long war. President Alassane Ouattara has been re-elected to a second 5-year term. The Electoral Commission announced the former IMF official won 84% of the vote. 3 opposition candidates dropped out of the race shortly before the vote, saying it had been rigged. But most civil society organizations say the poll was free and fair. The one group said voter turnout was slightly lower than 54% that the commission reported. A civil war broke out after the 2010 election. 3,000 people had died. The FBI and US Justice Department have opened investigations into a white police officer's arrest of a black student. Students filmed Ben Fields tackling her after she refused to give up her mobile phone. She had been caught texting in class. A second student was arrested after trying to help her. Fields has previously been accused of excessive force and racial bias. Thanks for watching TRTworld.com Istanbul.